wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. Jack, we Ric Flairing on them niggas. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops that find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing, son up, baby.
You gonna dig this.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the Swac, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walk it, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty, and you are watching Off Script. Listen, last night was an event. Okay, if you didn't stay up for that, that one was crazy, my guy. Listen, I was livid. Listen, you would have thought I won the lottery, how happy I was. Everybody was clowning me. Everybody was telling me ULM ain't gonna do it. Everybody this, everybody that. All right, so listen real quick. So before I get into the show, I want to make two big announcements, right? One, I want people to understand this is not a strictly JSU show. It's not a JSU post game or nothing like that. Whatever team you're rooting for, if you want to talk about the game, please be open to talking about it, all right? That's what this is, a Swac recap. It's the whole thing, whole week 3. So if you Valley, if you fam, if you have any issues with what happened in the game, call in, let me know what it is, and we'll address it accordingly. Now, be very mindful. I did not watch all the games. So when you're breaking down things, don't break it down to me like I saw the game. Tell me what happened and we can discuss it and we can talk about it going forward. All right. Next thing. All right. The more and more I get involved into SWAC football and HBCU football, the more emotional people get. I really don't. I mean, listen, I'm telling you, Monday on Tell Me Why You're Mad, I'm going to hit you with all the screenshots. Every single screenshot possible. Do you hear me? I'm going to show you what it's like to be Scotty. See, a lot of people live behind that little icon. It looks something like this. Hold on, let me see if I can see it. Like this. It looks something like this. All right. It's real easy to do a channel like this when nobody knows what you look like. You can say whatever you want. If I walk into the stadium, they don't know who I am. If I walk past somebody, they don't know who I am. They just know when they come on YouTube, this is what they're looking at. I can say whatever I want. I can feel however I want. And this, when you do this, when you put your face to it, it's different. So when I tell y'all I'm built different, I'm built different. All right. So all that stuff y'all be talking about in my comments, like, nah, I'm built different. It's nothing for me. All right. It really not. So all those see like Amarian, because he's like this just proves my point. Let me help y'all out. Emotional. Emotional. All right, that's how. And then if he probably was going to add some exclamation points behind it, so I was just going to keep going with the exclamation points. Like that's how. Ooh, that's when you know you stirring up in somebody's spirit. That's when you know you stirring. I mean, I just came from church. That's how you know somebody's spirit is being stirred. You know what I'm saying? You just cut. Boy, they like every time they see you, just does something to you. Just, oh God, I can't stand that nigga. Like, oh God, I can't stand him. He get on my nerves. But once again, what live stream are they at? Listen, I'm gonna get into the SWAC 3 recap, but I really want to talk with y'all real quick, right? I got people in my comments talking about I don't want to say I'm cooning, but this is how I know people are just super, super emotional. And callers, I promise you, 3307 and 3068, I'm gonna get to y'all. I promise you. So just hold on. Don't hang up. I'm gonna get to y'all. All right. So this is how I know people are emotional. I'll say his name, Malcolm, right? Malcolm hits me up in my comments. Now, you guys know I have let Malcolm spew any kind of hate he wants at Deion Sanders. He comes on here. Hey, Scotty, it's Malcolm. Hey, I just, Scotty, I just don't, I don't think that that Deion is right for the SWAC, Scotty. And I just, I think that he's just using the SWAC as a stuff. I let him get on here and say all the monotone words he wants. We have a discussion. We have a little dialogue. I cut him off or whatever. He had the nerve to jump in my comments and talking about, oh, I can't believe you rooting against black people. You're rooting against the HBCU. God told me about snakes in the grass. I said, ain't this the pot calling the kettle black? You be up here dogging the crap out of Deion's character talking about he's not doing this for the right reasons. He's not doing this. That's you. You're that guy. And then you have the nerve to jump in my comments and talk about oh, Scotty, yeah, I just don't think you're black enough or you're not this. And I said, listen, listen, I need you guys to go read my rules. My rules of my channel say I will give it to you how you bring it to me. And a good example, me and Mr. Campbell, when we first got into it, it was over Messenger. I said, call into the show. Mr. Campbell called in. We agreed to disagree, and we've been cool ever since. He got my number. I got his number. We talk all the time. Listen, guys, it's not the end of the world to have a disagreement. It really isn't. You just have to be mature enough to move past it. You guys are super, super, super emotional. I mean, like in your bones, be shaking emotional, right? So I want to be very clear when I say this. Robert Bird, you also in my comments. Malcolm, you also in my comments. No dollar will ever make me change my integrity. Let me tell you that straight up. I put everything I say on my channel on wax. I will always put everything I say on my channel on wax. You're not going to faze me. Oh, I'm going to unsubscribe. I don't give a damn. I don't care if you unsubscribe. I don't. So it ain't nothing. All right. Same thing on the flip side. Malcolm, you can call me whatever you want. I don't care. I'm going to be me. I picked ULM because they were the better football team, in my opinion, and they won. I'm built different. I built different. And look, the same emotional guy, he's still on the stream. You hate to love me. Oh, Amarian, listen, every time you're on my stream, right, you make me money. So what I'm going to do to you is salute, my guy. Listen, even when I lose, I still win, Oh, man, y'all think okay. All right, to the Swac 3. We're going week 3. We're going week 3 recap, all right? I'm done with it. We're going week 3. I just had to get that off my chest. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me. Week 3, Swac week 3 recap. Talk to me.
Week 3, Hey, Scotty.
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Shit, Ryan from Georgia, man.
Talk to me.
Hey, look. So the game, Jackson State game, last night, right?
Okay.
So the thing is, there's a difference between scheme and play calling. So I ain't got a problem with Jackson's scheme. I have a problem with their short yardage, like 3rd and 1, 4th and 1 play calling.
That's real.
So every time Jackson in 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, you know what they're gonna do, right?
They're gonna throw it.
No, man. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. The last 3 weeks, it's been an inside zone. Inside zone. And what's happening is everybody know what's coming. So they good thing about it. Pickett, he ain't all that, but he get at least 2-3 yards of carry.
Mm-hmm.
But every time 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, the defense is spitting. And they blow them up every time. So then what happens? Jackson got a punt.
Facts.
So that's what frustrates me about the play calling. Like, I like the scheme. Like, Jackson got too many athletes not to have all those receivers on the field at one time. But it's the play calling you doing in them short, like even Deion said, in them short yardage, goal line, red zone situations. Like, think about it, FAMU game. What Shadur and Travantay Rucker, when the last time Rucker had a big game? They don't do no more back shoulder fades. What about the deep post Lotto in the FAMU game? When the last time you seen Shadur throw the ball deep?
I really haven't, if I'm being honest. Probably since Tennessee State.
That's what I'm saying, man. They got to open up the offense, man. It ain't the scheme. To me, like I said, just the play calling, man.
Okay, so let me ask you. Hold on. Let me ask you this question, because I say I agree with you about 80%. I really do. Because I said the same thing. I was like, I don't see no jet sweeps. I don't see no options. I don't see reverses. I don't see any creativity. Hey, you gotta turn your background down.
Hold on. All right, go ahead.
No, I was saying, I agree with you 80% because I don't see the jet sweeps. I don't see reverses. I don't see any. Like, if you know you can't just blow a team up and run right through the middle, at least be creative with it. You know what I'm saying? RPOs, jet sweeps, any of that. That's my point exactly. Yeah, I agree with you.
Exactly. Think about it. How creative is their run game? The only run they got is Shedeur inside zone. Now, Tennessee State game, they was doing a little tosses. They did that a couple times, but they don't have any creativity in the run game.
No, they don't. They don't. I mean, if I'm being honest,
So-
they don't even have creativity in the passing game. If I'm being honest, but it's worked until now. Listen, the whole thing about Jackson State is that you have to keep everything in front of you, right? Like how Lanier got behind the safety on that pass. First of all, it's a great throw by Shedeur and great catch by Lanier. But as long as you keep everything in front of you, you have a good chance. You have a good chance because you have to give something up. You know they can't run on you, so you're not worried about that. So you know the drag routes, you're gonna have to give those up 3-4 yards. But then what's funny about it is when Jackson State gets caught in that 3rd and 3, 3rd and 5, they're not good enough because most teams are good enough and balanced enough that you don't know what they're going to do. That's how they catch you off guard. They might hit you with a run at 3rd and 3, and you be like, damn, I ain't see that coming. Or they might hit you with a pass at 3rd and 3. You be like, damn, I ain't see that coming. But with Jackson State, there's only one option.
Right.
They're going to throw it.
But exactly. But one thing they could do is, like I said, they got to just make people like throw the ball deep sometimes. You know what I mean? Throw one of them back shoulder fades. Like, just gotta open the playbook up a little bit for me.
So let me ask you this.
But,
let me ask you this, because when you do that, you're gonna put higher. Those are high risk passes, which have a high. You could get picked off. Do you want the efficiency of Shedeur, or do you want the big play aspect? You have to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't have both. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying once you start pushing that ball downfield, it's not always good things. It's not always good things.
But every time I've seen Shedeur do it, 7 out of 10 times it's been positive. Like, he got athletes. Trevante Rucker can go up and get it. Like, Malachi Wideman, if they put him in the game, he can go get it. So, I mean, Jackson, I think they're talented enough for them to open the playbook up a little more.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and you can respond to this one. But you're counting one play. You're counting Trevante having 2 high 50-50 balls but that doesn't mean that's a competition thing as well. Number 11 was trash on FAMU, for being honest. You know what I'm saying? So, like, is he going to do that to every DB? You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't, unless you got Randy Moss, like, that's supposed to be Shane Hooks. What you're saying right now is supposed to be Shane Hooks. Shane Hooks is supposed to be that guy. 6'5", big body guy, big lanky tall guy. He's supposed to be like your Randy Moss. He's not that. So now you're looking at Trevante Rucker, the freshman, to be this aspect, to be this great athlete. And I'm not saying he cannot. I'm just saying you also have to give credit to some of the DBs. Is he going to be able to do that on some DBs? That's all I'm saying.
I hear you, man. Like I say, I just would like the threat of Jackson Mike can go deep. You know what I mean? You got to respect, at least having to respect a deep game. You feel me?
Yeah, I got you. Hey, appreciate the call, my guy.
Hey, hold on real quick.
What's up?
Hey, look, on defense now, I just want to make sure I heard this right. What's your definition of all world?
All world is the 2000 Ravens. That's all world, right? So, like, you win games. Listen, FBS. Okay, FBS is the year that it is the year Alabama had they had Eddie, it was the boy Jackson. They had Jackson on the squad. They had Humphreys on the squad. They had, they were having defensive touchdowns like every other week. Like, they have
so
go ahead.
So I get what you said. So all world is like, so because I heard you say last night, Jackson doesn't have an all world defense.
No, they don't.
I had to just get the definition of it.
Yeah.
Because they gave up one touchdown all year.
Okay, but what's hold on?
People is they haven't played a quarterback. They haven't played a quarterback.
But they haven't.
Okay. I'm not saying they have, but when are they gonna play a quarterback? What one time this year?
But that's listen.
So it's like y'all taking away from the defense.
What? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you. Hold on. How is an all-world defense has one? They have no picks. That's one. They have no picks. They have no fumble. They have no fumbles for recovery for touchdowns. They have no scoring plays. They're supposed to be an all-world defense with no scoring touchdowns. If you're an all-world defense can win you a game, right? So an all-world defense, they'll get a fumble score for a touchdown. I remember Ray Lewis saying, he said, we're going to score at least once defensively. We're going to score at least once. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, to me, that's an all-world defense. You are playing to your competition. I don't even think, if we're being, how does a team, first of all, that kicker was all-world. Let me not disrespect him. He definitely was an all-world kicker. So my thing is,
he was pretty good.
No, he damn sure was. He damn sure was. My thing is this, right? I'm setting the standard based off of what Shador said. I don't want to hear nothing else about anybody else. I'm setting the standard off what Shador said. He said verbatim, I play against an SEC defense in practice. So when I come up, it should be a blowout. Well, to me, if you're playing against an SEC defense, did Grambling score? Did Grambling score yesterday against University of Houston? They're not SEC. Did Grambling score? Yes or no? It's just a yes or no question.
No,
they didn't score, and that's not an SEC defense. So explain to me how you are getting drove on, how you're getting the ball moved on you, and you're supposed to be an SEC defense. You have no scoring touchdowns as a defense. You know what I'm saying? So there's aspects.
Okay, let me respond.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me respond. Last week, the week before, ULM played a SEC defense. They played Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
They scored 12 points. They scored 12 points. No, it scored 10. I'm sorry. They just played Jackson State defense and scored 2 more points. 12.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson State has not given up one touchdown all year. Well, 2 touchdowns, but that touchdown was against their third string defense.
That's a touchdown,
right?
One
touchdown all year. They just played a FBS, which is the doormat of the FBS, but just played a FBS team, gave up no touchdowns, field goals, and one of those field goals, and keeping in mind, they did that without their best defensive player.
Once again,
and it's like
all world. Listen, there's a difference between an all-star and an all-pro. There's a difference between good and great. If I say all world, your defense is not all world. I can find flaws in most of it. All right. You have a great defense. No, I'll give you, your defense is great. Your defense is
that's it.
Yeah, your defense is great. It's just not all world. That's 2 different things.
Okay, cool. I can take great like that, but just to say, the defense, like people was calling yesterday, said defense they got exposed. The defense got exposed.
They did.
How they got exposed? How did they get exposed? They gave up 160 passing yards to an FBS team. That team did not.
Why do you keep saying FBS? Stop. Listen. If you take the name off ULM and just watch the game, everybody would tell you that you were more talented on the team. So why is a team being able to put those yards up on you? Is the question. How is a team able to run on you when you know that's all they're going to do? Explain that to me. That's the real question.
Hold on. How did they run on Jack? You got the stats? I thought they ran for 90 yards.
They ran for more yards than you did. And they didn't have a quarterback. They didn't have a 4-star quarterback. So explain that to me.
But Scotty, we already established Jackson has no running game. They have no running
That's
line.
not my problem. That's y'all's problem. Listen, I'm just calling the game as I see it. What I'm saying is this.
I understand that. I understand, but we talking about we talking about Jackson's defense.
Oh.
And you're saying, why did they allow that team to run on them? I'm like, how they ran on them? They ran the ball 40 times to 90-something yards.
And they got how many points out of it? How many points?
12.
And did you win the game or did you lose the game?
Okay.
Okay then. You still lost.
So let me ask you a question. Okay, but this any game, if a defense holds a team to 12 points, is that good or bad?
It's supposed to be good.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Like
okay,
said,
but y'all didn't capitalize. So how good is it? That means you need your defense to be better. Your offense was if an all-world defense, it leads them to 3 because you win. An all-world defense, they don't score more than 3 because that's what an all-world defense gets what's needed. We only got a 7, they're only going to get 3. That's an all-world defense. A great defense is somebody that shows up, is like, all right, cool, we great, but we still need the offense to counteract. And this is what I said. I'm going to say this, I'm going to let you go. I said this multiple times. I said, the reason Shador, for me, will never pass a kill glass in this setting is because he never has to go into a game saying, I have to be great. This game, if he was great, they win. He wasn't even great, and they still had a chance to win. I don't respect that because of the fact he knows he has a defense behind him that's going to keep all the mistakes he made. If you play a good team, you get blown out. You get blown out. All the stops, all the misses, all the drops, you get blown out. You just played a good team. You just played an FBS team that was trash. And y'all did what y'all did. Y'all played down to the level of competition. That's really what y'all did. Y'all played down to the level of competition. Y'all lost. But an all-world defense, you only scored 3. Hey, appreciate the call, my guy. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, what up, Scotty? What's going on, man?
What's good?
Hey, this is Jerome from Charlotte, man. So I'll say this. Yesterday's game with Jackson State, I give them a B- overall. I was impressed by a lot of things that I did see.
Please explain to me first what you was impressed with. I would love to hear that.
Okay. So, number one, I was impressed with one of the option plays that Jackson State ran. Shador actually, I think he ran for, I'm going to say he was running through the right side. He pitched the option, and Buddy got a first down. That was pretty good.
It was a scramble. It was a scramble. No. I know exactly what you're talking about. It was a scramble. He got the 10 yards. He saw that Lanier was there, and he just wanted to get more yards. And it wasn't a play that was designed. Shador was just trying to freelance it. It was cool to see, but that was not a drawn up play. So continue.
Okay. I mean, from what I saw, it looked like a design.
It wasn't.
Run, but
it wasn't.
It's cool. I will say with the defense, I will give them an A because know without a shadow of a doubt, after seeing Mcneese and Southern, watching Alabama A&M play Bethune and South Carolina State, watching Prairie View, I can honestly say there's no other team in the Swac, no other defense in the Swac that could have done what Jackson State did last night, and that's hold. And let me go back to your previous point about FBS taking that out. That's 85 scholarships, so that actually does matter compared to 63 for FCS team. I will say, even with an A&M would have given up 3 or 4 touchdowns last night.
Not talking about A&M. Not talking about A&M. We're talking about y'all. Stay on y'all.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just comparing as a.
You don't know that. You don't know that. We don't know that. Because I could compare that Jackson. I can say that Alabama A&M would put 40 on them. I would say Alabama A&M would have put 40 on ULM. Could I say that? Could I have said that? No. Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Then you can't say what you're saying. Then you can't say what you're saying, Jerome. It doesn't make sense. Stop comparing. Next subject. You can't compare. If I can't compare Alabama A&M and Akil Glass, a better quarterback than Shador would have put up 40 on ULM, and you couldn't put up more than 7. Come on, bro. Like, that makes no sense. So you're telling me Alabama A&M's defense is bad enough that they would have got scored on, but I can't say the same in reverse to say Alabama A&M's offense would have put up more points than y'all. Stop it. That don't make sense, but go ahead.
Oh, what I'm saying is the defense of ULM would not have allowed A&M to put up 40. That's what I'm saying.
Would they have put up more than you? Would they have put up more than you?
Say that again?
Would they have put up more than you?
Alabama A&M, absolutely.
Okay, give me that then. Give me
Alabama A&M, their defense would have allowed ULM in the end zone at least 4 times last night.
And they would have scored 5. And they would have scored 5. And they would have won.
Does not have a defense. Neither does most of the schools in the SWAC. Jackson State is the only solid, not even the SWAC. I'm talking about FCS overall. When you compare stats as far as FCS defenses, Jackson State clearly is at the top as far as points allowed.
And those same teams. Listen, no. Can't give it to you. Can't give it to you because you got to look at the same team. You have to look at the team. You're talking about a Tennessee State team that could barely put up points against Grambling, and Grambling's not all world. You're talking about the same team of FAMU that didn't know what their quarterback was going to do. So I can't give you that. You haven't played anybody. And then the team that you're supposed
Grambling. Wait. You said Grambling.
I said you played a Tennessee State team that could barely put up points against Grambling. and then all of a sudden you're supposed to be all world because you stopped them for 10 stopped them for what, 14 points? They got 14 points on y'all. Like, what are we talking about right now? But go ahead, Jerome. I'll let you finish. This is go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Yeah. So overall, I'll give Jackson State as a team last night a B. I really do wish they would have aired it out a bit more downfield, like that one pass for a touchdown they had. I guess it was from maybe like 40, 50 yards. You can correct me if I'm wrong. That was a nice, long field pass. That was cool. I wish that they would have exposed ULM secondary a bit more because Jackson State's receivers clearly had the height advantage. They had the speed. As a matter of fact, the touchdown that they did score, and if I'm not mistaken, it was double coverage. So
you're
mistaken.
Like you're mistaken. You're mistaken again, but go ahead.
It wasn't double coverage?
No, it was a zone. You're mistaken again. Go ahead.
He wasn't covered by two guys. When
it was a zone. It was a zone. You're mistaken. Go again.
Okay. All I'm saying is, as a whole, Jackson State, they did impress me once again, just proving that from a defensive standpoint, they're legit. And defense wins championships.
Yep. And offense can't score points.
For the rest of the season, going up against programs that have similar scholarship allotments, Jackson State is going to run the table. That's just from a defensive standpoint. Now, once the offensive coordinator has that conversation with Coach Fromm, they're going to continue to open up the playbook for the rest of the season. But I do not see another defense in the conference that is even remotely in the same stratosphere.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going to say the same room. They're not even the same stratosphere as Jackson State. So for all these other programs that are putting up these numbers, I definitely feel like Jackson State is going to expose a lot of programs in the fall, especially on the defensive side.
Okay.
Offense, because their defenses aren't as good as Jackson State's, I really feel like the JSU offense is going to have a field day. Running game was a bit
the same offense with 7 points.
Only amassed 26 yards.
Got you.
We got to be better than that. But for the first two games, had a pretty decent run game. Passing yards are pretty good. We just got to be able to close out in the end zone and the red zone, and they'll be all right.
All right. Appreciate the call. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Nigel from Huntsville.
What's up, Nigel?
I feel like Jackson State fans, they just need to stop the hype, because if I believe if FAMU would have had that white guy in the whole game and he would have started, it would have been a different game.
Mm-hmm.
Based on how he played the second half, they probably would have won the game based on how he was playing, because he had better accuracy than the other black quarterback that they had on FAMU starting the game. But I believe that A&M is going to give Jackson State trouble because it's basically coaching versus recruiting. Dion is a great recruiter, but he's not a great coach.
I'll give you that. That's a good one.
And he doesn't have the even though that he thinks his staff is all world, his offensive coordinator is not touching Dwayne Taylor on his best day.
On his best day. Thank you. Appreciate that one. I can rock with you on that one.
Yeah, so I believe you can have the best athletes, but if they're not in a situation where their coach knows how to use them right, it doesn't matter how good the athletes are, because the coaches is just going to get exposed in the games and when they play top tier talent.
I agree. And if we're being honest, and somebody called me and told me this, they said the ULM team looks just like Southern. That's literally, I mean, the ULM team looks just like offensively looks just like Southern. They run the ball. They're going to run the ball. They have a mobile quarterback, and it killed you. Now the kicker, they don't got a kicker like that. Nobody at Swac got a kicker like that. But literally, you got beat off a very simplistic team that was super one-dimensional. But your defense is supposed to be all world. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, everybody and their mama knew they was running the ball, and you still could not stop it. That's true bully ball to me. That's true bully ball to me. You can say, "Oh, they didn't score a touchdown," but did they need to? They didn't have to. You never put the burden on them to have to go down and score 7 points. All they had to do was keep kicking field goals. So I'm gonna keep taking it. Yeah. They didn't have to gamble. They didn't have to push the ball. You had listen. The whole pressure was on you to go get a touchdown, and you couldn't do it. Jackson State. You could not go there and capitalize. You're supposed to have the best athletes. They're supposed to be the tallest, the fastest, the strongest, the biggest, the fat, all that crap. And you could not go down and get a touchdown. What are we talking about right now? Come on, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I believe that they fail to realize, like they keep on talking about A&M's defense not good. A&M's defense doesn't have to be good for them to beat Jackson State, because Jackson State can't. I don't believe with the defense that they have currently right now can stop literally line up and beat A&M, because with all the receivers that they have, they haven't even been talking about the guy Derek Anderson that much that came from Oklahoma State and LSU, the 6'6" receiver, because he played, I think, in the South Carolina State game and messed up his thumb or something like that when he hurt himself. But they haven't been talking about him. They have 6 wideouts that Jackson State's going to have to stop.
Yep.
And Gary Quarles, he might be one of the top 2 running backs in the league in the Swac right now.
Easily.
The way that he's playing.
Easily. But hey, appreciate the call, my guy.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Scotty.
What's goody?
Yo, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. I'm gonna need y'all to start sleeping on A&M defense. They have 2 more games until they see Jackson State. You're a fool if you don't think them boys gonna be ready for Jackson. It's homecoming. The fans there, both bands gonna be there. You don't think their defense gonna be ready? And the kill glass, he's gonna be throwing dimes all game, all game. I'm letting people keep sleeping, keep down this. White Channel 2P.
Listen, man, listen. You're getting doubted because what you're putting on film. It's not, nobody's making this stuff up. You guys look like Swiss cheese in defense. Like, let's not act, bro. Let's not act. You guys look like Swiss. That's what you're putting on film. And I was at the Bethune. I'm at the Bethune game in the press box watching. It had to be some of the most undisciplined players I've ever seen in my godforsaken life watching. I'm just like, you guys don't even have the. Okay, you don't have the room for error, and then on top of that, you giving up yards. You just like y'all act like y'all just that beastie. Y'all giving up yards. 15-yard penalty, 15-yard penalty, 15-yard penalty, 15. I'm like, y'all act like y'all really good.
But in the second half, though. But the first half, their defense, they came out looking way better than the South Carolina game.
Okay, the South Carolina game was kind of like. You had like 3 fumbles that turned into scoring drives. So that didn't help. You know what I'm saying? That didn't help. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, your defense just doesn't look. Listen, I seen a couple players just look lost in the sauce. Like, I like 48. I like the safety y'all got. I went back and watched the film. I definitely like the safety y'all got. I think his name is 12 or 18, whatever his number like that. Troutman. I think that's what his name is. I like him. Everybody else is suspect, bro. I ain't even going to hold you. Everybody else is suspect. I can't. Yeah. So hopefully y'all can get some players in there and do something and get it shored up, because once again, you don't even need your defense to be great, honestly. If I'm being honest, because Jackson State's offense is not great. So you don't even need that to be great. You just need to be decent. You just need to get a couple stops. Like, for real, like, you just need to get stops when you're supposed to get stops. You don't have to keep Jackson from coming in the red zone. You don't gotta keep Jackson from not passing the 50. You don't gotta be all world like that. But you just gotta be decent enough to get stops and not do stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk about that game more when it gets there. Anything else you want to talk about?
Ain't no got the potential to go undefeated this whole season, honestly. Because after Jackson, who really finna stop A&M? Sam? Hell no. Alabama State? All right.
Listen, that's what they said about Jackson State, and they got an L. So don't put your eggs before, put the horse before the cart. Put the cart before the horse. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Appreciate it.
All right, no problem. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, Scotty?
What's
This
good?
is Rick from Dallas, man.
Talk to me.
So I got 2 points, and I want to ask a question because I didn't see this. I got in Monroe last night a little late, so I didn't see. How did James Houston get? Was he hurt?
No, he got a targeting call. He got targeting. He
in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Literally in the first quarter, he was gone. No lie, in the first quarter, he was gone.
So I was trying to figure out what was going on. So I'm not making it. I just want to say this is a time for JSU fans not to blame and counsel and do all that right now. This is a time to reflect. So you're absolutely right on talking about how our O-line is pretty much finesse blockers. They're not good run blockers. That's going to really hurt us going forward because I feel like obviously if you can't run the ball, running the ball opens up your pass. So obviously, we coming out in these 5 wide. We got all these receivers, all this talent. Shador is getting better every game, all that, blah, 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 blah. But if we can't run the ball and establish some sort of, off balance with our offense, this is not going to work. And that's kind of my hot take for the season. I'm not all with the coach. Phillips being fired and all this kind of stuff. This is what we've been knowing they're going to do since the spring. And I feel like we don't have the athletes at offensive line to balance out what we're going to do with our skilled players and passing the ball. And I guess my other point would be Louisiana Monroe's D-line. Am I correct? Were they rushing like 3 people pretty much most of the night?
In the second half, yeah, mostly. It was probably like 60-40, 3 down linemen, and they were still dogging y'all.
That's a damn problem.
They still dogging y'all. But listen, I have to be honest. You won't get that in the SWAC though. You won't see that kind of like. There's only one person. Wait. The only person in the SWAC you really have to worry about at a nose tackle like what they did last night is Christian Clark. There's not a lot of nose tackles in the SWAC that's gonna bully you like that. It's not. So you don't. If I'm being honest, that's not something you. They were bigger on the D line than you. That was probably their one group out of every other level.
Everything.
Out of every other level, that was their biggest thing. Right, and that D tackle was whooping y'all's ass. Nose tackle was whooping y'all ass. But you're not gonna see much of that in the SWAC, like somebody dominating like that, other than probably Christian Clark from Alabama State. That's it.
But my thing is all this hype around these types of players we got. Yeah, they came from other schools for a reason, but when it comes down to the level of why they were at those schools in the first place and why they're back, all that's fine and dandy, but they supposed to hold up 5 against 3 when we really need it. We were supposed to be, at the very least, shortening the game up, throwing quick passes with that amount of people in the coverage and that amount of people rushing. I just don't understand it. Yes, you're right, too. The coaching staff just do not adjust. This offense and the defense we run, we only get pressure unless we blitz. We only move the ball unless we're throwing deep passes, it seems like. And I don't think they're going to adjust. I think this is Jackson State.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. What adjustment would you have liked to see?
So Warren Newman should have been involved quicker, so RPO type stuff. So the run wasn't working, but getting the ball out quick to the sides of the field, not in the middle of the field. Mm-hmm. Even though the middle of the field was open, I feel like we can beat them with our speed. We was just as fast as them, just as big on the outside as far as the skill players. So I just felt like we should have just got the ball out quicker and let the receivers use their feet to move the ball. Let that be our short run play since we couldn't run the ball. Throw the ball short and run long. That's what have been my adjustment in the second half.
Okay. I agree with you. I mean, it's pretty much what I said in my post game. Newman should have been the MVP of this game. If I'm being 100% real with you, you should have been. Because if you think about it, like, yes, you're Jackson State. Yes, you don't trust your kicker, but Newman should have been the MVP of this game, flat out. Like, he was probably the biggest mismatch for ULM. Everybody else was just like, I kept trying to tell people in Jackson State, like, you don't scare anybody. You might scare the SWAC, but you don't scare FBS teams. They see better talent. They see better schemes.
If every game they see the talent.
Come on, man. Like, they see the talent. Like, they see the talent difference every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, they see that. So when you're coming here with your little, try to high flashy offense that you think you're doing something, that's nothing to them. They're like, okay, we gonna, whatever. But it is what it is. And I go ahead.
And it's just the last thing. And I'll let you finish. Of course, let you finish your point. But I was hearing rumblings from like people in Monroe last night about how they offered $300 and some $1,000 to blow the game. Have you heard anything about that?
Man, hell no, I ain't heard nothing about that. And you ain't about to get my channel shut down with that foolishness. Thank you for the call. Bye bye. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's good?
I'm a veer away from Jackson State because I watched the game just like everybody else did. What you think about FAMU and how they quarterback situation? I mean, we saw what happened the first game. I know they played Fort Valley State, and I know the freshman got pulled because he had like 2 picks, and McKay came in there and played well, and McKay played at South Florida. But how you think that quarterback, because, the old adage is if you got 2, you got none, but they both still playing. So, I mean, how you think that's shaking out?
Listen, man, this is, and okay, Jordan, one of my subscribers, Jordan, what's his name? I think it's Jordan Hampton or Jordan. Let me see what Jordan be saying.
Because everybody wanted to talk about, the 4th year junior, like he was experienced, but he ain't really played much. So this is his first time really getting somebody planning for him, and
Listen, this is my, and I didn't watch. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I haven't watched the game. I'm trying to recap all the games as much as anybody. But my thing is this: I still can't believe in Rashawn because you showed me what you were when the chips was on the table. Now, what I will say though is that Coach Black, you know what I'm saying? He probably, he's learning from his mistakes. So now he's probably calling plays that are more comfortable for Rashawn, that are more his skill set. They probably went back in the lab and talked it out and like, hey, I like this. I don't like this. I do like that. So people can grow and change. But my I got to go back and watch the South Florida game before I do my power rankings or my QB power rankings or whatever. But at the core of me, I have to see it. I can't just, if he did his thing, he did his thing. But honestly, Rashawn McKay in the back of my head is always going to be what I saw at the Orange Blossom Classic because I know he can revert back to that. You know what I'm saying? And he showed up. I mean, he was so small. He showed up so small. Go ahead.
I was thinking the same. I'm one of them people that just believe in if the competition was that close, give him the talented freshman and let him play through his mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You've been there, been in the system 4 years. There's no way a kid's going to let a true freshman, even if the true freshman is good, he's not going to be that close where Maynard is like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I think I can go with the freshman.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if that close, give him the freshman, let him make his mistakes because his talent's going to show. And then his freshman's mistakes is going to show. Let him take his bumps, and I got 4 years with him for the next.
But see, think about this though. At the same time, if you're a senior on that team, do you want to go through that?
But the junior may not be, but the junior's not necessarily. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, at the end of the day, if you're a player on that team, if you're a junior or senior on that team, you just want to win. So I don't care whoever gives me the best, whatever the coach feels gives me the best chance to win. That's what it is. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever gives me the best chance to win.
I agree. And right now, I don't think they know. They might be recruiting for another one.
You always listen.
So-
You always recruiting now. Listen, you always looking. Any other questions?
Yeah. Nah. I just wanted to see how, because after FAMU lost, they played a D2 team and they were supposed to win that, but I ain't really see them, arise about nothing. So just wanted to see what you had to say about their quarterback situation and if any of them started playing any well.
Hey, I'm gonna watch the games. I'm probably gonna watch most of the games probably on Sunday night and Monday morning, and I'll just stay tuned. I'll give you some updates on Rashawn. See what I think of him.
Oh, appreciate
All right, man.
it. Okay.
No problem. Peace. Hey, real quick, a question for you guys. What grade would you give the SWAC for week 3 as a whole? What grade overall would you give the SWAC as a whole? You can call in and talk about it. You can put it in the chat. But what grade would you give the SWAC for week 3 overall? Hey, Mr. Nash, talk to me. You live.
Hey, Scotty. Look, don't let these folks call in and keep talking about if they would have done this. They lost. They got our coach. And they don't want to accept the fact because they was all, they keep talking about firing that offense coordinator. They didn't say that when they beat Florida A&M.
Nothing.
They didn't say it when they beat Tennessee State.
Didn't.
No, so stop letting them get off the hook. Call us, hey, they got our coach. They got our play. All this hey, if we would have did this, we'd have been undefeated too. So, but they got our coach. Just that simple.
They did.
They did not make game adjustments.
Which they haven't done since the spring. I mean, I've been saying that.
Right. And I told you that last. I said, Scotty, my biggest concern is them making game adjustments. And it showed. Just that simple.
Yep. Now, let me ask you this.
So,
if you saw it in the spring and it's rearing its head up now, can you expect anything different?
I was hoping I'd be expecting something different, but it's not. It's not. Look, just because you're a good football player does not mean you're a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
It's a learning process. Dion knows football, but you can have all the talent, but Scotty, if guys are not gelling, it doesn't matter. Because Jackson State definitely was the better team, had the better athletes. But they got our coach. USM, what 138 teams in FCS, something like that?
Yeah.
And like I said, they couldn't even stop the run. And they knew they was going to run the ball, and they still couldn't stop. You scored 7 points. They didn't even score a touchdown, and they beat you 12-7. You got our coach.
Mm-hmm.
And you got exposed.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they got to accept the fact, hey, you got to learn how to make game adjustments. And they didn't do it. Just that simple. So all this if and all this, and like I say, they say they got the best defense and power. They got Power 5 and 4-star players. But like you say, Dion them ain't going to play. Wait the schedule come out next year. I guess they won't be playing no.
Boy, they won't be. Man, they won't schedule not near FBS team, not near.
Right, and like I say, because he gonna protect Shador. I mean, so it is what it is. We need to play Mcneese, like I said. We don't need to play these money games. And like I said, but like I say, they got a coach, Scott. It's just that simple.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching the game. And you were calling out the pass routes before they get to play. Before they got to play off.
Thank you, Mr. Nash. Thank you. I just want people to understand I just want you to understand the IQ. It's there. I called the double move on Shiloh. I called that. I called every slant they pretty much threw for the game. I mean, like, come on. Thank you, Mr. Nash, for giving me my respect on it. I appreciate that.
And Scott, and also, like I say, and Dion's son, the safety, he's good, but he can't cover nobody, Scott. I'm telling you, they're going to Alabama and them, all those schools going to spread them out and make him play man to man. And they're going to get exposed.
Yep. Hey, appreciate the call, Mr. Nash.
All right. Good job, man.
No problem. Thank you. It's people like this that don't understand football, right? You can have a scheme, right? Let me school you real quick, Kendall, because you're trying to get me. I know where you're going with it, man. I know you. I see you. All right. You can have a scheme, and it be a bad matchup. You didn't know that, did you? You can have a scheme and it not work against a certain team because of the personnel. You didn't know that, did you? So I do like the scheme. I've said it from day one. The scheme is super simple. I said, all you see is people running butt, booty, ball, naked, open. But a team like ULM will give you those. They'll give you those. Okay, like ULM is like, you're not getting anything over the top of us. We'll give you the drags. We'll give you that. You want the little hitch route? We'll give you the little hitch route. But you still, at the end of the day, got to put this mug in the end zone because you can't run. You're not going to run on us. And all you're trying to do is make us suck up so you can go over the top of us. Now, does that work in the SWAC? It'll probably work in the SWAC because the athletes are just better. They just got better athletes most times. But if you match up with the right team, you lose. That's what happens with ULM. You matched up against the wrong team. And I said this from jump. I said, if you ever go against a team with the D line, you're going to be in trouble because Shador won't have time to just sit back there and pat the ball, wait for the drag route to come clear across his face and throw this little easy dip off. No. So, yes, I do like the scheme. I feel it's very simple. It's an air raid style. It's all levels. It works. It just didn't work last night. And I also said in the post game that Shador outplayed the scheme. His heart, his will to win was coming through the television so clear it was crystal. All right. He just couldn't make him and the receiver just couldn't make the plays. All right. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, Scotty? This is T-Webb out of Nashville. How you doing, my brother?
What's up, T? Well, congratulations to your Tennessee State for getting their first win. Congratulations to that.
Yeah, well, they all had to do score 7 points, and they had them beat because they run the option. So you get ahead, it was over with. So it is what it is. Let's just call this what it is, man. And I really hate that you have to deal with these people who really don't understand what they're watching, and then the difference between the different levels. Even if they would have beat Louisiana Monroe, okay, it's not really saying much. One, they're a low-level FBS team, number one. Number two, those type of teams, Louisiana Monroe, Middle Tennessee State right here in the Nashville area, Georgia State, FAU, FIU, you get the picture.
Yeah.
All those schools are FCS teams, okay, playing at the FBS level.
Playing at the FBS level.
Playing with 20 more scholarships with the same players they would have been recruiting if they were at FCS level. They get mainly 3 stars and 2 stars. Every now and then they get occasional 4 stars, something that, seems like the school or something or whatever. They'll get that. But all they're doing is playing basically FCS team with a FBS label.
Mm-hmm.
And they got the little trappings, they got the strip conditioning facilities, got the little mini museum of what little players and went to the NFL or whatever. So they have those little accoutrements. But that's it. If you beat them, so be it. So be it. Jacksonville, until you do like Jacksonville State, which left the OVC this past spring, and you beat like a Florida State, or like they have done in the past, they beat Ole Miss. I think it was back in 2014. They came from behind and beat them in overtime, and then they should have beat Auburn like 3 years ago, also in overtime. Until you get those. Until you get those wins, you're not saying anything.
You're really not.
You're not saying anything.
Or not, I'll say this. Hold on, T. Hold on, T.
You don't want to hear what I'm getting ready to say, Scotty, because you're gonna clamp me down on this. I'm telling you, man, that game against Delta State gonna be a tight game.
Listen.
Delta State is a high level D2 squad. They got 3 stars on there. They probably could have played wherever. They don't have the depth that Jack State gonna have, and that's probably just like with Kentucky State this past weekend. Now you interview one of their linemen. Their D line is legit up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
but they don't have no depth behind them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those guys they were wore out in the first quarter. So all I'm trying to say is people need to understand the difference between the levels. If you beat Louisiana Monroe, you wasn't saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a good win against we beat Georgia State 3-4 years ago when they took over control of the stadium they're playing in there, which used to be the Olympic Stadium and then the Braves Stadium. And okay, fine. That same year they went to a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Next year they go and beat UT. But still, they ain't saying nothing, man. All they were was a FCS team with 20 more scholarships. That's all they are. So these people need to understand who they're playing, man. If you beat them, fine. And then with TSU, let me tell you something. You know, people talking about Collins playing school to the blind and all that. Let me tell you something. If TSU doesn't fumble in their own territory, if TSU doesn't get a punt block, if TSU finishes drive, that game goes down to the wire. So what are you saying?
Mm-hmm.
They made some decent adjustments. They hit a receiver over the middle. He broke a couple. That's nothing. They missed tackles. So what are you saying? People, the JSU fan base needs to understand. Look, great, man. I understand you're thirsty for success, bro. Y'all been down. Y'all a proud program and all that. But man, get your head out. You know what?
Hey, appreciate it, T. Appreciate it, T. Well,
I'm out, man.
All right.
Love your show, bro.
That boy said thirsty for thirsty for success. All right, let me address this comment by Kendall Anderson, because once again, I knocked down your first point, so let me knock down your second point. Schedules are made 2 and 3 years ahead of time, Scotty. You twist the facts, bro. I'm not twisting any facts, and I'm gonna say this as calmly as possible, just so you can understand it. If you have a scheme and you go into a game and your scheme is not working, guess what you're supposed to do? Adjust. I don't know if you knew that. You probably didn't. You probably didn't. Oh, okay, it's all right. You didn't. You didn't know that. I know you didn't know that, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not even gonna go there. That's crazy. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Turn my volume down. What's up, man?
What's good?
I'm gonna try to get through little bits and pieces each game, because I watched a bunch of them.
Okay.
I damn near watched all of them, man.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna start with JSU. Get that out the way. Just get it out the way. I just want to ask you a few questions. Is it possible? This question one with that. Is it possible ULM is much better team, like I've been saying since we first talked about ULM? Is it possible they are better than what they was ever since they got Terry Boughton and Rich Rodriguez as their coaches?
If that's better, I would hate to see what bad looks like. Continue.
All right. Question two. I know, you talk about the scheme. So is it possible that certain, we didn't find out if the team would bear the scope because of certain possessions they had, like the fumble by Lanier. And then you could talk about the Nugget fumble that also caused them to have that opportunity to score and win the game. Is that possible?
Say that one more time.
Is it possible that, not to criticize, we criticize the scheme, because to me, Leach run that same type scheme. But is it possible that, that people would have been talking differently if they had an opportunity to win the game from that fumble, say from Nugget, and then the Lanier fumble that they probably could have scored on when Lanier fumbled?
Is it possible to say
Would
that?
What people say talk differently if they would have scored off them? Is it
possible to say that Boogie Knight would have scored a touchdown if Rodriguez would have put the ball on the money on the wheel route? Is that possible to say as well?
Of course.
Okay, so everything's possible. So what's the question though?
Like, all I'm saying is
that's part of the game. That's fumbles a part of the game.
Only thing I'm gonna leave Jackson State alone after this. Only thing I'm saying is, I know, everybody emotional, because I'm somebody. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm a Southern fan because I'm mad at Southern right now. But I know a lot of people jumping down Jackson State throat because of the delusional fans and everything. But I look at each game through a coaching eye, and I look at the times that Jackson State shot themselves in the foot. They had the opportunity to score and win the game when they kicked that ball to Nugget.
They had a chance to do that before. We should do it through the pick. Nobody's talking about that though.
But that was we can the pick. Yeah, we could talk about that. But this was the last opportunity when Nugget caught it.
Every time you get the ball is an opportunity to score.
Yeah, but that was the last best opportunity too. So they probably could have scored off that.
Would Nugget have had to do that if they would have scored the previous drive? This all ifs. We can go back and forth with ifs. We can just I can do this all day with you. We can just go back and forth because you can't put the whole game on Nugget when
I'm not putting the whole game on Nugget. Yeah. I would never do that because as a coach, I would never put that one mistake all on Nugget. Because as a coach, you don't do that because you got to look at everything that happened before that.
Mm-hmm.
The fumbles, the interceptions, the drop passes, all that adds up. You got to look at it through a coach's eye, and all that adds up.
Let's leave
that long.
Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna say one thing, and we can move on. This is what I would say.
Yeah,
I think everything that led up to Nuggets fumble was everybody trying to do too much. That I would agree with. I agree with. Everybody was trying to make a play, and that led up to Nuggets fumble. So I will give you that. Like all the missed opportunities, everybody felt like they had to make a play. I gotta, and that's what forced. And then hey, boom, you get the fumble. So if that's something we can agree on, I'll give you that. But but overall, it was just a lot of missed opportunities.
Yeah, it was. But because I look at it like the Alcorn game, because when Alcorn lost to North Carolina Central, soon they lost, everybody was ready to pounce on them, and rightfully so. Just like Jackson State, they deserve what they're getting right now. But let's move on.
Go ahead.
Southern game.
Okay, let me say something. I heard you guys were up 21-10 at half.
Yes, we were.
Wow.
Something did what he always do. Throw an intercept.
That's tough.
And that changed the game.
That's tough.
And then the thing about it is with Shelton, what people got, I look at it like this. I ain't gonna say people because people might not agree with what I'm saying. If we behind, Shelton can't throw us back in the game.
Okay.
If we behind, Shelton can't throw us back in the game. But Southern played well. They made good adjustments and everything. It's just that once we got behind, I knew it was going to be tough. And, man, it don't hurt my heart, man, because we had that game. We had it, bro. All we had to do is do what we was doing. Run the ball, hit the tight end, hit the receiver here and there, and we would have been fine. And that just cost us. UAPB. The beginning of the game hurt them. Because after Central Arkansas scored, they fumbled the kick return. And it was just downhill from that. But they came back, and it was 23-31, but, Central Arkansas scored again after that it was over with. But they made a run. Grambling, I'm going to say this again. I told you about their defense, right?
Yeah, you said they're legit.
Yeah, their defense legit. It's the offense that's the issue. They got to get a quarterback. They need to play Noah. I'm going to just say it. They need to play Noah.
I've been saying that since Elijah Walker was named the starter. I was like, what is we doing? But go ahead.
And Elijah Walker didn't play this time. The number 2 played.
Oh, okay.
The number 2 played. The number 2 quarterback played, but they still didn't put Noah in. They need to go ahead and play Noah, man, because the defense is holding it down for them. So they defense is legit. We're gonna see how they do when the Swac roll around.
I think they play. I think Alabama A&M plays Grambling, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they play Grambling and Prairie View play. So we're gonna find out because Prairie View got this high power offense, and we'll see if they get some pressure on pass. And because you get pressure on pass, you might make some mistake, but it's gonna still come down to the offense.
All right, what's your next game you got?
I'm skipping over Valley. It ain't make no sense to talk. Nobody care about Valley. Nobody gonna talk about that, so I'm gonna skip over them. Alcorn.
I heard that was a really good game.
It was. Even though Trigger Man was getting pressure, but he was a soldier in that, bro. He was a soldier in that pocket. Finding his receivers. They had an opportunity to tie, but he got hit as he was throwing, and that in the game.
Dang, that's tough.
Yeah. Hey, Trigger Man, like everybody was getting down on Alcorn and then now everybody find out, a lot of the stuff they going through. With all that they going through,
they still competitive. Yeah, they still competitive. Hey, that's coaching. That's Coach Mcnair.
That's why
block out the
when
noise.
When it comes down to the McNair and the AD need to go.
Facts.
But overall the SWAC did. I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna say the top teams in the SWAC
play well. They play well. Okay, that's respect.
They played well. The teams with the quarterbacks play well. Just to put it like that. The teams with the quarterbacks.
I told you, if you ain't got no quarterback, you ain't going to be doing too much. Hey, Coach Green, appreciate the synopsis, my guy.
All right.
See, Anderson, I'm trying to get you. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
What's up, Scotty?
It's Smoke? Yeah, I assumed it. Yeah, your number. You're the one that called in with a blocked number, but go ahead.
So, I'm gonna be real with you. We got exposed last night, man.
Hold on. You talking about? Oh, yeah. I forgot you're not I thought you about to say Alcorn, but I forgot you're a Jackson State guy. Talk to me.
Oh no, yeah. Alcorn. Now I heard Alcorn played a pretty good ball game.
No, they did. I heard it was really good. You heard it came down to like the last 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah. We got exposed last night, man, and we gotta do something about the offensive line, dog. It's ridiculous, man. Hold on.
You talking about the offensive line y'all got dogs on? You talking about the offensive line that y'all was getting transfers on? You talking about the offensive line y'all shipped everybody else out because nobody else could block? You talking about that offensive line? Oh, okay, my bad. I'm talking
about that. Yeah, I'm talking about that damn offensive line.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I was trying to make sure we were on the same page.
Monroe running a 3 front, and goddamn, we can't even block 3 people.
It's a tough world out there.
I'm looking at Dimitri get his ass whooped because the dude using the same swim move on him every play. And I mean, man, we gotta get Shador, man. He played. I'm gonna be real. We done won 2 ball games, but last night, the one we lost, he played his best game. He tried his hardest.
Oh yeah, I give him. Like, hey, yeah, for real, yo, Shador. Listen, bro, Shador's a soldier, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, like he got so much respect for me how he played that game because it could have got really ugly. It was like 5 or 6 sacks he got out by himself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was legit. I had to respect. What Shador is doing. He got my full respect on that one. No lie.
Yeah, and last thing, I ain't gonna hold you up. I feel bad for Nugget Warren, and the reason why, because the fact that he's such a good ball player, he really is. But the crazy part about it, the only thing he's gonna be remembered for now is the fumble he had last night. That's you know what I'm saying. That people gonna be on him for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, I agree with you, but I disagree with you. Right now, if it was a conference game. If it was against FAMU, oh my God, they would have never let that kid live it down. But Jackson State fans, they're more like, it was out of conference. We don't care about all the conference. It's all about the SWAC. So you know what I'm saying? That's how they gonna really feel. So are they upset? Yes.
Well, I mean that shouldn't matter because apparently we were supposed to win the damn ball game. Correct?
That's how I felt. I had the football acumen.
Well, I know you chose ULM.
Yeah,
you told me that in pregame.
Yeah,
you told me
that. Yeah.
And my wife said something about some dude got on here last night. It was like Scotty, you be real choosy, man. Talking Jackson State, man. Remember that when you come to Jackson. I don't know who said that, but I just want you to know when you come to Jackson, hit me up. We're gonna get you some chicken, some barbecue. You're gonna be chilling up with us, man.
All right, say less, man. Listen, I'll tell you straight up, I'm not scared to go to Mississippi. It's not listen, I'll roll up in Jackson by myself, solo dolo. It's nothing for me. I'm not like I said, I'm built different. Like just keep that same energy. Like I mean, if you got a problem with me, I just want. It's not a lot of people that if they really got a problem with me, they're gonna be like, "Hey, Scotty, man, I don't really give a." Come on, bro. Like, stop it. Like y'all like internet tough. Like I'm not. No, I'm like no, and I'm not even about violence like that. But you come on.
I mean,
like,
you just telling the truth.
Yeah.
You get mad because you tell the truth.
So it's no biggie for me.
You hate Jackson State. You just tell the truth.
That's all I do. That's all I do. And then people gonna call me a coon because I picked a white school over a black school. That sounds more ignorant because we talking about football. I literally broke down. I never said, you know what? First of all, I said I don't even trust ULM because they got white people returning kicks. That's how I know they slow. They slow. So when I'm watching that, I'm like, damn, I don't know why I picked them. I was like, I didn't know the white boys were returning kicks. That ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like stuff like that was so funny to me, man. Like they really be funny. Like you see more people get more emotional than anything else. So it's just funny to me. I just be like, all right, cool, whatever. Like when you see me, you see me. If you don't, you don't. It's just that easy for me.
Man, you good, man. But I ain't gonna hold you up, man. Thank you, man.
Hey, no problem, Smoke. Listen, what you need to say is don't get listen. I'm not a violent guy, but like I will get with you. Like don't test me. Like I will get with you. Like don't let the laughing fool you. Like I will get with you. All right, it's not that. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me. 733333333. You live. Talk to me. All righty. All right, guys. Next question for you. What team do you trust right now? If you had one game for all the marbles to take to a championship game right now, week 3, who do you trust? That's my question. What team would you trust? All right. What team? He said none. Oh, man, he put that in there so fast. That boy said none. JSU team work as one with Houston when a done deal. Body falls apart. Dante is the most popular player on HBCU chess. I'm sure if I write people who know who he is, forget nothing. A&M, Glass is not going anyway, going his way. Alcorn, JSU, A&M, JSU, all the way from Dallas. A&M, bro, I'm from Jackson now. When I go back to visit, I'm scared. That's you, my guy. That's you. All right. Listen, I've walked down Southeast DC. When you've done that, talk to me. All right. Everybody got major flaws. A&M, JSU are best, though. Answer is 0. PV, JSU because of nobody. Boy, y'all coming in heavy with these comments. Nobody. Oh, man, that's funny. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yeah, it's Nigel again, Scotty.
What's up, Nigel? Talk to me.
Off of your question that you asked, I think I choose A&M. 2 reasons. I think because they have the best offense in the Swac currently. And second, because their coaching has experience on different levels in the FBS or whatever.
Okay.
Like most of the schools that Connell Maynard has went to, he has at least won one championship there.
Yeah.
Like when he went to, or he was at least a successful coach while he was there. He didn't ever get fired because they had a bad team or whatever. That's why I believe coaching wise and with the players that they have on offense. Like I think even Jay Walker said it during the Bethune-Cookman game. He said that Outlaws, that the receivers that they have on A&M is probably the best receivers he'd have seen this year in FCS football. They totally have like the whole package. Like one of them are running routes the best, and then one of them has the speed and stuff like that. So I believe that A&M probably would give right now, if we went to a playoffs scenario, I think A&M would give the Swac the best chance, because I think the defense will eventually improve. I don't ever think it's going to eventually get to Jackson State's level this year, but I think that some of the penalties that they didn't have in games before have started getting prevented, because Maynard is like a very disciplined coach. So I think they'll start improving soon.
Okay. Hey, appreciate the call, my guy.
Maynard is like a very.
Hey, turn your background down, coach.
All right.
Okay. Hey, appreciate the call, my guy.
Come on, man. There we go. Fine. All right. I'm going to go with JSU because of their defense. The defense, because nobody scored a touchdown yet on them. So I'm going to give them credit for that. Nobody scored a touchdown yet. They're giving up field goals. So their defense. The offense I feel like the offense is going to eventually come around at the right time, because it's there, and Shador showing command of the pocket, so that's a plus right there, and the receivers are there. So I'm gonna go with the JSU defense. The only reason I won't pick Alabama A&M is the simple fact of their defense, especially when they got all them unnecessary type penalties. Like damn near game costing penalties. And they can't do that, and they already give up a bunch of touchdowns. They can't give up stuff like that. So that's the only reason I'm gonna pick them. What you think on that?
I think if we're talking right now, I think Jackson State and Alabama A&M are like a perfect match. Because you have inept offense with high-powered offense, and you have inept defense with with a high-powered defense. So it's like a perfect storm. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because at the end of the day, you can say whatever you want about Jackson State's offense. It's not legit. You don't know what you're going to get. It's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's the same thing with Alabama A&M's defense. You don't know what you're going to get. So it might be Swiss cheese. It might be decent. So I think that's the best. I think they're the best two matchups. I just trust the quarterback more. I trust the quarterback more, and I trust the coaching more. That's just my personal opinion. Because I see. Go ahead.
Hey, look, I love Mary. Great offensive mind.
If you say Jackson State has better coaches, then
it's not. I wasn't gonna say that.
Boy, I was about to say.
Don't do me like that.
I was about to say.
Don't do me like that.
I was about to say. Boy,
don't do me like that, Diddy. I had to call you Diddy on that.
Boy, I was about to say. Don't say that. I was about to say. Don't say that.
Nah, I would say the defense is too Swiss cheese for me to count on just the offense, because offense. Anything can happen. You can throw a pick here and pick there, but you got to be able to get stops at the right time. And if they defense, I'll put it like that. If their defense was halfway decent, I will pick Alabama A&M just because of their offense. And right now, it's not even halfway decent. But you're right. They are like, whew. You're right about both of them, though. When it comes to Alcorn and Jackson State defense and Alabama A&M offense. So you're right about that.
That's what I would say.
That's pretty much all I want to say.
Yeah,
What you got to say?
I'm gonna say this before somebody said Alabama A&M's defense gives up 34 points per game, but can Jackson State score 34 points? That's the question. Can they score 34 points? Because it's like you don't know. You don't know.
I can say this. They have done it before. And with Alabama A&M offense giving up that much, they have scored that many. They have scored 40.
Win.
So 31.
Yeah, it's 31. Not 34. It's not. So 34. And if we're being honest, so Alabama A&M's average is what, 35? They had 42, 30, 30. So you probably, about 35, 33. And then you're talking about Jackson State that scored 7 in 2 games. And it had one outlier at 31.
Hold up. Exactly. And you got to look at this. See, we got to take into account. Jackson State have not given up a touchdown.
They gave what up to Tennessee State? What are you talking about?
We ain't talking about when the game was over when he put his back.
Nah, that don't count. That don't count. They can't say that.
Okay.
Touchdown's a touchdown.
All right. They giving up 1 touchdown. Put it like that. They're giving up 1 touchdown.
Okay.
So they have gotten stops. Not Alabama A&M. So it's a possibility they can get a stop before Alabama A&M defense get a stop.
They're supposed to if they're supposed to be a great defense.
Exactly.
But once again, then I'm going to flip it back on you. Who's to say Jackson State's going to score? Because their red zone offense is horrible. Their kicker is horrible. So at the end of the day, they still have to.
Kickers are horrible. Both teams kickers
are horrible.
No,
you're bugging. No, they're not. I was at the Alabama in the game. That white boy was kicking in the rain like it was nobody's business.
With another team. You're right. I'm confusing them with another team. They got a good kicker.
Man,
I'm confusing them with another team.
I'm about to say he 43 yards in the rain for the game. Jackson State could never.
Yeah, because I know Arkansas Palmer's got a good kicker too. That's another one that got a good kicker. I don't know about everybody else, but I know them two right there got good kickers. Yeah, but that's good, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh yeah. Tennessee State did score 2 touchdowns on them because one was a quarterback sneak that number 8 did.
2. They gave up 2.
They gave 2. Yeah. Thank you, Blue. Thank you. And I was at the game. How I not remember that? Yeah, they gave up 2.
They gave up 2. They gave up 2. But they defense is stout enough to get stops.
Okay.
The defense is stout enough to get stops, and the offense is capable of scoring. And Jackson State offense is capable of scoring 30.
Whose?
Jackson State offense is capable of scoring 30.
So let me ask you this. So you're betting an outlier game on an average, because if you said that, listen, let me tell you the difference. The reason I can say if a score does not start with the 3, it doesn't involve Alabama A&M, because they have consistently shown over numerous of games that they put up, they can score. Jackson State, in these last 3 games, they have gone to the half 7, 10, and 7. That's in the half. At the half.
Yeah.
Listen, go ahead.
But Jackson State always have constant pressure on the quarterback. And they good at run. They've been stopping they've been doing good on the run.
Listen.
They run defense has been pretty good.
Listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not promising. I don't really want to talk about the game. I'll talk about the game when it come up. Yeah, I'll talk about the game when it come up.
We can't talk about it right now.
I'll talk about I'll talk about the game when it comes up. But yeah. All right.
We're gonna talk about it October 9th.
Yeah. I'm gonna be at the game. I'm gonna be at the game. So I'm doing it like that. I'm gonna be at the game.
Hey, look. And if Jackson State lose and they put up 30-something points on Jackson State, I will be called.
They don't want to be on my show. They do not want to be on my show.
Hey, no, I'm gonna have to take it. Because I'm going to have to take it. Hey, that will happen. Hey, when you're wrong, you're wrong. When you're right, you're right. Yeah. So I'm going to call. And when you see my number, you got to pick up so I can get my roast.
Oh, yeah. And I'm not going to stop it.
I'm going to do like the Jackson State fan. I'm going to try to find an excuse.
As always. Hey, appreciate the call, Coach Green. This nigga right here, boy, you got to be the dumbest dude on the planet. How many points did JSU put up? 34. But every time I bring that up, what does everybody say? That was with Quincy Casey. He's gone, Scotty. Why are you worried about that? Quincy Casey's gone. He's not here. Get over it, Scotty. Oh my God. Oh my. Dalen Baldwin, same thing. He gone. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that bull junk. I'm gonna hit the Dion word. I don't want to hear that bull junk. Take that mess somewhere else. And how much did A&M put up on them? Because Akil did 5. He did 4 throwing, 1 running, 5 TDs, 5 total TDs, something like that, or 5 touchdowns, 1 running, 6 total touchdowns. Shut up, Anderson. Shut it up. I don't want to hear it. Talking about how many points did JSU put up. It wasn't Shador. With less talent, with a horrible offensive line, with no run game, supposedly, because he didn't have no dogs. So shut it up. Shut it up. Don't want to hear it. You don't want to call in. You don't want to have the conversation over the phone. Shut it up. Shut it up. All right. When I was over here saying, Quincy Casey, everybody over here talking about, that doesn't matter, Scotty. Why are you bringing that up? Why is that? Oh, Quincy Casey's not there. Quincy Casey not this. Quincy Casey not that. But then you want to talk about how many points did they put up on JSU? What? That don't make no sense. Quincy Casey did that. Quincy Casey did that. Come on, man. What are you talking about? Shut up. Hey, just saying stuff, boy. Hey, listen, Sean, I ain't got no 5,000. Listen, I don't care if it was a guarantee, but I don't got 5,000 to bet you, my guy. So I don't got 1,000 to bet you. So I'm not doing that. So now if you want to donate 1,000, you could donate 1,000 to me and I'll give it right back to you. You know what I'm saying? Like with the bet, we could do something like that. That works for me, but I'm not about to do that. You know what I'm saying? So miss me with that. Oh, no, don't bring that up now. Don't bring that up now. Your other fanboy was just talking about how much Quincy Casey got points on JSU. So I don't want to hear that. Don't bring that up now. They needed it. Not gonna go there. Not gonna go there. Hey, he'll make a killing, bro. He would make a killing. Matter of fact, I might have to add that to the merch. Darts, a dartboard. Let's throw stuff at my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I might do that. I'm gonna say this because I won't put the player's name out there, right? A player from Jackson State Instagrammed me. He DM'd me and said, "We gonna make you eat those words, guarantee it." Tell me you can't tell me I'm not a part of the culture. Come on, man. They said we gonna make you eat those words. I guarantee. He said, I guarantee. Don't lose, my guy. Don't lose. All right. You don't want to lose because what you just said to me is on wax. Now I'll block your name out. I'll block your name out. No, it was a starter. No, it wasn't a bench warmer. It was a starter. Why everybody taking my word so emotional? Why is everybody taking my word now? Come on, man. Come on with your own stuff, bro. Talk about your own stuff. Hey, caller. What's up? You live. Talk to me. 1102. See people calling. Who said that I can't get in? Call. Who said that I can't get in? Call me. Why I gotta call? I ain't about to call you. You see the number below, my guy. You got so much to say in the chat, but you can't look. 516-259-9041. And Sean, my moderator, keeps pulling it in now. Come on, bro. Like, and make sure you put your last 4 in there too. Make sure you put your last 4 in there too, so I know. Yeah. 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 You listen, he still won't call in. You know what? See, you playing. Listen, you playing with me, right? Y'all think I'm lying? Y'all see that? I want to blow it up for y'all. You see that? See this right here? This is where I would see his number. You see anybody there? You see any callers? He's lying. He's lying. All right. Don't listen. I will always put you on blast. All right. I keeps receipts, screenshots. If you try me, I will play you. All right. So he's in the comments talking about, oh, I'm going to call, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You ain't going to do nothing. All right. Come on, man. Stop it, man. Like, bro, you lying. You lying. I got the receipts right here, right here. Right here. Look at that. Blank. Blankety blank blank. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it, Anderson. Stop it. You talking about I'm changing the narrative. I'm giving you a chance to call in so you can do that. Come on, bro. Don't play me. Don't play me. I do this, bro. I do this. I will put you on blast in a heartbeat. It's nothing. I actually prefer it. I actually prefer it. And look, see, he done dropped the number in here again. He done dropped the number. Who is blowing me up in my god dog it? Oh my goodness. Never mind. So yeah. Bonnie on Sky going up yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Hey, caller, you loud, talk to me.
Yo, Scott, I got one question.
What's up?
Hey, why was Lanier name falling off his jersey?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think, since everybody in the Swac needs names, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I thought it would be, I thought Under Armour would bring a higher quality than that. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to say that? Because I saw that.
I don't know. Dion say he'll pay for everybody to celebrate. His players' jerseys falling apart.
Listen, man.
I don't know.
Me personally, if I was a player, I wouldn't want my name like coming off the back. You know what I'm saying? That just doesn't look bad. That just looks bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like going to church and your shirt untucked. Your mama like, come on now, tuck your shirt in. Like,
you look tacky. You look
tacky. I like it. You know it. So am I supposed to transfer over to Under Armour for that? Is that supposed to be Under Armour? Nah, I'm gonna stick with my Nike. Nike, if you listening, come holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? I does that.
And one more question. What's your Swac All-Star team? Who you put together?
Ooh, we doing positions?
Well, no, we'll put all right. For me, I'll do A&M offense.
Oh, that's too easy. Nah, that's too easy.
Give me Alcorn defense. I like their defense. And special teams, I don't know.
I'm gonna say it like this. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't like the units. I won't do the units. That's too easy. Right? So the only units I'll do is like a D line and offensive line. But let me tell you. So quarterback, you already know who I'm going with. I'm going with that boy Akil Glass. My backup is gonna be Quincy Casey, of course. Wide receivers, I'm taking Newman in my slot. I'm taking the rest of Alabama A&M. Everybody from Alabama A&M. No, no. I'm taking Abdul. I'm taking Newman, Abdul, Zay, and Trevante. Those are my receivers. Trevante, Newman, Abdul, Zay. My running back is Quarles. Listen, that boy is so shifty. Either him or number 5 from Bethune. Those will be my 2 running backs. I've seen them up close and personal. Those boys are bad. Offensive line, gotta get Southern. You got listen. That's the standard. Southern is the standard. You listen, bro. They're the standard. D line, you gotta take Jackson State. There's no if and buts about it. You gotta take Jackson State's D line. I mean, with Coyness, without Gaddy. I'm not taking Gaddy. You can leave Gaddy at the house. I'm taking Coyness. I'm taking Evans, and I'm taking Abdul. Linebackers, Houston's my first pick. All right. Houston's my first pick. Any linebacker. Bubba, if he's healthy. And I like Keontae. I just love how I love how cerebral he is. Those would be because I'm going 3-3-5. I'm going 3-3-5. So that's 3-3. My DBs gotta have Nugget. He's first off the board. Jaquez Payton. I'm taking Jaquez Payton. I'm taking Thick Pin for one of my safeties. I'm taking Cam, number 12. I'm taking Cam for my other safety. And my inside corners, I will probably take Natron Culpepper. And I like that kid, A-La Brown. I really do like A-La Brown. So yeah, A-La Brown. That would be my
Yeah, that's a pretty solid list, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just solid.
Yeah, that's solid. I'm not, listen.
So I appreciate
Yeah, no problem. Hey, appreciate the call, my guy.
Yeah.
I'm not taking Troutman. I'm sorry. That's not, I like Cam. I like Cam and I like Thickpen. Cam's going to, listen, Thickpen's going to be over the top. Cam's going to cover everything below. I'm straight. Cam, listen, you're not running on Cam. All right. You're not. Cam is a walking tackle. Okay. Listen, Cam wakes up and gets 10 tackles. He's that nasty. He is that nasty. That's my all Swac team. All right. That's my all Swac team. My all-star, all Swac team. But yeah, I'm tired of doing. I like Ershad. Him and Cam, listen. God, that's a good one. Jesus. I like Ershad. Ershad about that smoke. Listen, no, I'm taking, listen, where Troutman would be, listen, no, be very clear. Where Troutman would be, I'm using Thickpen, all right? I want Cam as my strong safety. All right. I want Cam as my strong safety. All right. I want Cam as my strong safety. I want Thickpen as my free safety. All right. That's what I'm doing. I like it like that. I don't, yeah, that's my mindset. All right. Yeah. And Cut, you should be on my team. Thickpen's supposed to be your boy. Shiloh is not getting, listen. The only pick shot, oh man, that kid from damn, he was at ULM. Never mind. Fadul from FAM. Fadul. All right. Fadul. Fadul all day, every day. That boy can punt his ass off. Kicker, I'm taking the Alabama A&M's kicker. I like him. So, yeah. But listen, guys, I'm about to get up out of here. I got to go back to Columbia. All right, we need to end of the year all Swac team. Shiloh's, listen, hey, I'm going to hit y'all with it. Shiloh will never get a pick unless it's a tip ball and it literally just falls in his hand. That's it. That's the only way I see Shiloh getting a pick. That's just facts. That's just how I see it. All right, that's just how Alscript, Marquise Bell had the first 8, so 15 tackles on one side. Oh, man, get out of here. I'm not a fan. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan because he didn't. Listen, man. Listen. I'm not a fan of Marquise. I'm not. I'm really not. Does he have the measurables? Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Is he going to go to the next level? Absolutely. I like what I like. All right. I like Thickpen and like Cam. I like Cam is like a mini Tyrann Mathieu. His energy, his excitement, the way he plays the game with reckless abandonment. I love that. Marquise Bell he's not that guy for me. That's for me. For FAM, that's you. For Bell, he's a measurables guy, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I just like Cam. Cam is my speed. All right. I love Cam's versatility, man. Like, for a freshman, he's just super versatile. Super versatile. So that tells you, hey, right, Dante? That tells you people is getting by him. But by the other defense. But anyway, guys, I gotta get up out of here. Like I said, I'm about to head back to Columbia. Catch y'all on the flip. Hey, until next time, it's your boy Scotty. You know what I'ma do. I'ma holla. God bless. And make sure y'all don't, hey, and JSU fans, please stop being. Y'all gotta really grow up. You gotta really grow up, okay? Yeah, do that. All right, peace.